What is up, Bing Bong? How to do all the things?
What is up, my guys?
Huh? This is No Impulse Control, where obviously we have no impulse control. I'm Justin.
Unfortunately, I'm Jasmine.
It's not
Hello,
unfortunate.
hi.
It's okay. Some days.
Can I, Justin? When you
That
when
is
you
me.
think of the word yes, that is my name.
That is
When you think
I.
of the when you think of the name Jasmine, how would you spell it? Not like obviously you know how to spell my name, but how do you spell my name?
I would have spelt it the way that you have it spelled.
Yeah, so Jasmine, right?
Jasmine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
no
want to know
E,
what?
but like
Yeah,
because
that's
Min,
fine. But
but like yeah.
min, yeah. Generally, like, so I found that people on the East Coast spell it without the E, but people on the West Coast spell it with the E. And I think that a lot of it has to do with more like Mexican and Spanish influence from like Yasmin,
Mm-hmm.
and then a little bit more of like the Arabic, Middle Eastern stuff too, because those are also pronounced Yasmin or Yasmin.
Yep.
So anyway, that's a whole other etymology thing. But you want to
Yabba dabba
do
dibba
you yabba dabba doo.
Yabba dabba.
You want to know what one of Connor's, I'm gonna say it, bitch ass friends spelled my name like?
Drop it.
J A Jasmyn.
J A
Jaz, I
S.
believe, actually.
Okay, I was
J A
gonna
Z
say I
M
feel
Y
like a Z
N.
would be thrown in there. So Jazmyn.
Correct.
I've had a student who spells it that way.
Oh, same. I know the student. Why would you assume that that's the way it's spelled to start?
No, that's fair. Like why so
Why
many of
is that the
those?
assumption?
Yeah.
Also, we've texted frequently. This is a friend that I know. Also, if you're listening, Irish, fuck you.
Damn.
I haven't gotten to say that in a while. That's the friend that we went disc golfing with that had Chic, the dog, the really fluffy one. Were you there
Oh,
for
I
the
love
dog?
Chic. Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming home soon actually, which means disc golfing Chic
Where
again.
where did they go? I don't remember.
They were in San Diego with Connor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I
So,
wouldn't have spelt it that
um,
way.
no.
Jazmyn is crazy.
hmm It's like when my kids try to spell fantasy names and they just take their name and mess up a bunch of letters, and I'm like, that's fine,
Okay, fine, whatever.
whatever. At this point, you have a character name, and I can stop using fantasy name generator.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
See, the funny thing
Also,
is, like,
oh,
you could be like me and just have a name that's so boring that everybody just knows it, like Justin.
mm.
This Justin, like, it's just in time. No.
Yeah. So my last name is Corkins. As a talkative child, you know how many times I heard "put a
Put
cork
a
in it"?
Corkins in it.
No, because that's funny. Corkins in it is funny.
Is
They
it
would just
though?
say "put a cork in it."
Uh,
I had teachers tell me that, and that really hurt, man.
I've I've never told a kid to put a cork in it. I have told a kid to shut up.
Well, you have to at some point.
It wasn't meant to be, but they were just
Mm-hmm.
like I had told them to quiet. I was like, quiet down. You got to stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to do something. Stop talking. And then finally they said something, and it wasn't like me turning and like snapping on them. It was literally they said something, and it just hit a nerve, and I turned so like I was like doing something over here, and I turned like, shut up, and
I've
then I
seen
went
that look
back to
so
my
many
thing.
times.
Like it was literally just me being like, this is it. You get no more warnings. I am done.
Yeah.
Once you're done here, I'm done.
I from across the room today, we were talking, or we were doing a science experiment, and it was like a little post-it note that was like on the table in bed. We were doing sound to show like how sound transfers energy from one thing to another. And I gave them all plastic cups and pencils to bang on the plastic cups. And all my
Bad
teachers were
choice.
like,
Yep.
"Well, it's part of the experiment." And
Yeah.
the thing was, we can handle it or we can't. If I give this to you and you can't handle it, we're done and we're putting it away, and you'll just watch the video of the boring man.
Yeah.
You want to bang on a cup? You have to behave. And they did great. Except during my instructions, one of the kids took his, I have a shot glass. I'm not using that as an example.
Yeah. Probably not a great idea.
Also because I think paint is in it currently because I was painting. I needed like a little dipper thing. So anyway, he took the plastic cup. I was going to not throttle a child. I would never. But if I was going to,
It would have
He
been
took
this moment.
he took the plastic cup and he kept putting it over his mouth. I kept going, ah, rah, rah, rah,
Oh,
which was fine the first time. And I was like, haha, so the sound is vibrating off the walls, right? We're talking about sound. And the kids were like, oh, yeah, nice job. And then he kept doing it. And I was like, okay, buddy, put the cup down. And moved on to the next day. Okay, buddy, you got to put the cup down. And then I
you know
tried
what you
to.
should do? Sorry. I got
No,
a
what should I do
vibration
in the future?
in
Because
the
I'm going to
future.
do it tomorrow, too.
Yes. So to assert your dominance, you need to get a can, like the one that you have, crush it
Yes.
in half,
Yes.
and then like grab it by the things, like where it's pinched, and like blow into it, I think. I'm not sure. The kids do it, and it makes this like, it sounds like a two-stroke. Wah, wah. It's pretty bad. But vibrations is right there.
So, like, crush it this way or crush it
Nope.
this way?
You crush it in half, so you have like, yep, you would
This
crush.
way?
I'm like reaching for my screen to show you where to crush it.
Top
So you
and
would
bottom crushing it down?
put your hand in the middle. Where your middle fingers are, you would pinch that section together. So it
like
has
that.
right. So that, and it would
And
be
then
all
I
the
would
way
blow
together.
into it.
I guess so.
You know-
I'm not sure how they do it. I'll be real, but
Hey,
like
I gotta tell you, the kids come up with ways that I probably some dumbass has it on their phone and they're just playing it
Oh,
behind
yeah.
you. And
100%.
yeah,
I've had kids where
I
I walked
haven't had
up
my
to
kids
them.
do that.
I've literally like I had a kid in a room down the hall. I'm not sure what their teacher was doing. He was in the room, but he was down the hall, and all I heard was that sound. And I was like, okay, you know, one time teacher's gonna deal with it. Then I heard it again, and I was like, somebody better deal with this kid, or I'm gonna deal with it myself. And then I heard
Yeah.
it again, and so I said, okay, everybody, quiet, stay, don't leave. And I walked out of the room. I walked down to that teacher's room, walked in without saying a word, right up to the kid, and I have a good relationship with the kid, but I went, give me that. And he put it in my hand, and I said, thank you, and I walked away.
You're the parent whose kid got one of those train whistle things and it's just tooting it all over the house. And you're like, give me the fucking train whistle.
Literally,
Speaking
I'm
of
like,
which,
I can't
we
focus
bought
if
our
you're gonna do
nephews
that
one of
crap.
those.
What is wrong with you?
Hi, sorry. We were not part of that decision. I was buying sand at Santa's Village. I made a little sand thing, and I'm like pouring my little colors in, and it's super cute. And I go to pay, and Connor's getting a bunch of stuffies for the boys, like 2 stuffed animals, and for the 2 young ones, and he's getting one for Ryder. And I was like, oh my god, this is so sweet. Like Connor gets to be like a little uncle here, because with the girls, like we get them different. We do experiences, but the 2 boys are not old enough yet to to do the experiences. So we usually get them like stuff, trinkety things. But and then I see him grab one of the train whistles and slide it across, and I was like,
What are you
"But
doing
for
with
why?
that?
What are you doing?" And he goes, "Oh, it's for the boys." And I was like, "Homie, we're staying 2 more days at the Airbnb with said boys. Maybe we don't." So the boys got it as soon as we got to the Airbnb as I'm trying to cook dinner. Now, let me set the scene for you, Justin, okay? We've been at Santa's Village all day.
Love it.
There are children amok.
Everywhere,
Children
yes.
running amok.
Yes.
Amok is not the word that I meant, but they are running
All around.
everywhere. There are parents who are sort of keeping their kids in check. There are parents with leashes. There are parents with leashes like we had, and I was like, "Soldier, I see you. I feel your pain right now. I'm not a parent.
I was gonna say
but
currently not a parent, but you understood what they were doing.
Not a parent, but I was in charge of the leashes for a while. We have
No,
these.
heel, dog, heel. Like, that's
No, we weren't saying heel, but we were like, they're little backpacks, and they've got like, one's an owl, one's a bear. We made it like super cute and fun.
there you go.
But you can kind of yank the kid back a bit,
Mhm.
and they're hard to get off. Like, God forbid anything happened, they're kind of hard to get off. So anyway, so we're doing this, and we're taking we're doing the Santa's Village, and we're there from like 10 a.m. to closing.
Yeah, as one does.
Yeah, we didn't get there by open because we wanted to sleep in. Now I've already made a big breakfast. Like I've already spent the time making breakfast. So I'm stressed out. Then we get home and we still have to make chicken Alfredo. And I'm in the kitchen cutting up the chicken and the Alfredo, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sending Connor to the store because we ran out of butter. Like it was a whole thing. And all of a sudden I hear burp, burp, burp behind me. And I was like, what is that? And Connor goes, here, buddy, this is how you blow into the train whistle. And I was like, homie.
Connor. I
But
have a
for
knife.
why though? So Emily comes downstairs not knowing about the train whistle purchase. And Emily was like, "What's that?" Because Emily is their mother who has to live with these boys
Mm-hmm.
who will want to use the train whistle. Anyway, it was a whole thing. That tooted for a while I was out at the grill. I think I sent you guys a picture, or I joined Discord, I think, that night, but I was out at the grill just like silently cooking my chicken while all I could hear in the Airbnb behind me is this fucking train whistle. And in that moment, I've never wanted to run away so fast. In that moment, I was like, I could do it. I can walk home. It's like a 4-hour drive, but I could probably make it by next week. We're up in the we're up in the mountains.
Ip in the mountains, eh?
We're up in the mountains.
The
Anyway,
Canadian, huh?
yeah,
So you kind of
get on
led
there.
me into a question I actually just came up with. So we're going to that.
Amazing, yes.
So
Great.
enjoy this roller coaster. Hang on, we're going to this.
I'm hanging. Hanging on. Okay, I'm hanging on. I forgot how to.
Uh,
What did you just do?
what? Hey, don't worry. What? I'm confused here.
I said I'm hanging, and then you tilted your head. What does that mean, Justin? Hey guys, we're fine. What's your question? My thumb is really itchy.
The question that I definitely remember. Oh yes, this is what in your life has been your biggest crash out? What was
My
like the
biggest
moment?
crash
I
out?
could tell you mine if you want to think on it. I
I
have
need
a
to think
couple,
on it
but I
because I've
think
had a. You know what? I have one,
I'm gonna.
but I'd like you to go first.
I'll go with my first one.
Yeah.
So you were there for it. Um, so we were
Was I
in.
the cause of it?
No, not this time.
That's crazy. Not this time is crazy. What were we doing?
So we were in practicum at the time. So that was when it was us
Oh my god.
and like a group of other students at UMF, and we were doing like in and out days of the school system, coming home and doing like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. We
Our
had
very first
actual
like teaching
classes.
experience.
It was actually our very first experience of being in the same class, actually, me and you.
I know. It was so
Um,
fun.
but we were in practicum, and our job was at the moment to work on we were creating a virtual portfolio like website, and we're all working on it. We're
Yes.
figuring it out, and there was this like it was a TA essentially. It wasn't. I don't think that's what she was called, but it was a TA. It was another student who has gone through practicum that had to do this same thing,
Oh, yeah.
and like she's trying to help us. Like we are doing our best trying to figure this out, and she's trying to help us, and it's just not working, and all of us are very frustrated. But then one person in our class chimed in and said something along the lines of like, "We believe da 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 da," and it was a very negative, in my opinion, a very negative way to say it, and it was almost like blaming this girl for what we were doing, is what it felt like to me.
I feel like I remember this. I sort of blocked most of practicum out. I'm going to be
Fair,
honest
yeah,
with
no,
you.
that's super fair. But so she said that, and like
Hmm.
I personally wasn't struggling with what everybody else was struggling with, and I was trying to help the people at my table because like those were the ones that I cared about at the moment. But I was trying to help you guys get your stuff done, and then she said that, and I kind of paused, and I've well, stop, Discord, go away. We're gonna have notifications underneath me. But anyways, so I stopped, and I can actually remember myself sitting in the chair. Like it's one of those moments in your life that you can feel,
Yeah.
and like every sense you can really. Because I'm sitting there, and I instantly boil. I'm like ready to explode in the moment,
Yep.
ready to go, and I think I just sat there for a second, and I felt the guy next to me, Micah. You were on my other side, and I think Micah's girlfriend was across or something like that. And there was like just a
Oh,
group of
Michaela, yeah.
us, and all of us were just kind of chilling. And then I sat there for a second. I don't know if you guys felt what I felt, but I sat there for a second, and then I remember like it was quiet, and I think I spoke up and just said something along the lines of, and it was not in a nice tone, but I wasn't mean. I don't think I
Mhm.
was mean, but it was like literally I think it was something along the lines of, I'm not struggling with this and I'd prefer people not to speak for me or something like that. It was very like
It was almost exactly that. Yes, I do remember this
it was
now because I
very
was like,
blunt. And like it went like it was quiet and then it went to crickets. Like it was like dead silent, which is
yeah,
not, and I think part of that is because of who I am as a person. Like frankly,
mhm,
I don't get upset often. I do, but I internalize it. I just don't let it go out. So when I do
mhm.
speak up, it's like, "Oh shoot. Well, how do we handle this? Cuz now Justin's
You
upset and
know,
how do you do that?"
you know how a tea kettle boils and it like makes the whistling noise?
Mhm.
That's me. You know when I'm boiling.
I'm an
Justin's tea kettle
explosion that's
boiler.
hidden.
Yeah, Justin's like one of those glass ones that boils and it's like, oh my god, okay, it's boiling. Like I could feel that it might be boiling, but I can't see it yet. Glass is a bad example. An electric one that you can't see if it's boiling, but you move it a little too much and it just fucking goes.
Yeah.
It makes no noise at first, and then you've got hot water everywhere, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? That's kind of more like those are. I'm a very openly explosive person. Justin is a very quiet rage, and I think that's scarier actually, because I never know if I'm about to have a crash out, which can be fun. Or sorry, I'm like trying to plug my phone in because she is dying.
But I
Um,
also, the other thing with that is I remember
yes.
after the fact, I remember Micah, like literally he put his fist up like in front of me. And I think that was his way of testing the water. Like, is he okay? Or, and I did it. And then I
Please
sat there
hope
for
you're
a second.
good.
And I think you actually did it too. Like, he did it. I did that. And then I think you did it. And I bumped you. And then so the crash out part was that. Like, that was my like explosion, which some of you guys are going to be like, well, that was nothing. You
No,
don't
that
know
was
me.
everything.
You just don't know me, I guess. Like, but then I
Because you've
remember
had well,
I was in the moment of I had to get myself out of that because I
mhm,
like in that at that point in my life I had never really spoken up. Like I could say that I did,
mhm,
and I was even I'll tell it, whatever. Not really. Not when it's just me and
right.
like I don't know what other people are feeling. Like I can speak up for a group. I don't mind being the figurehead, but like that was just me. That was me saying
That
it
was
because
just
I
you,
felt
yeah.
that. And so I was like, I need to leave. And so I left all my stuff there. I got up and walked into the classroom that was empty next door, but didn't tell anybody
Oh my
where I
gosh, I
went.
remember that. Yeah.
And I stayed there until the end of that class. And I sat, which telling myself a little bit, I sat in the corner because I didn't know what to do. I was super anxious about this thing that just happened and how people
Yep.
would perceive it. And I was like, I don't know how to handle it. And so I went and sat because I had never done it before. I went and sat in the corner and I didn't cry, but I was like definitely like focused on the
Mhm.
emotions. I was focused on like what the hell just
The
happened, like
adrenaline.
the adrenaline. Like I was shaking. I was
Mhm.
actually shaken, which is again, I'm pretty calm,
Yeah.
cool, collected, don't blow up, that kind of thing. But that one did it. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a big one for me. That was, and
That was
I
yeah.
also want to like I don't say this in like a negative light. Like it's a part of my
Mhm,
life. That's what happened. Um,
mhm.
so like
I also feel like it's bound to happen. Practicum and student teaching are hard.
they're stressful.
Um so yeah, I had something I was gonna ask you, but I don't remember what it was about that incident. Nope, it's gone. No, I was words, Jasmine. It is hard, those two. So a crash out here and there. But like if that's the worst crash out, then that's
Yeah,
okay. Like it's stress and it's built up and that was
that was
not a great
tame. It was
situation.
tame.
Yeah.
It was tame
Because there's also been
comparatively.
times that like you have exploded. But I wouldn't consider those crash outs for you because it was just like I need to get this energy out now
Yeah,
kind of thing rather than like I am actually angry. It's energy more than anything else.
yeah,
Um and like I don't know, there's been a couple times where like I can definitely tell he's been like Justin is angry. I should not poke the bear. I poke at the bear anyway because we're friends and I feel that I'm allowed to. Um and I also know that you'll tell me when it's like, "Hey, you got to stop."
either that or
Um
you'll feel it in your arm, one or the other.
me 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 me. My arm by the way still hurts from the ball.
There was one point where I actually almost swung on you recently. It might have been at the
Oh,
mall. It was in Newberry, where you smacked my hat and it pushed my glasses down. And that was like the third time you did it. And I had told you to stop after the first two, and you didn't, and you did it again. And I was like, Jasmine, I'm gonna lay you out right here. Like I was tense in that moment. I was ready to fight because it hurt.
I
It hurt
believe
my nose. Like
yes. And once you said that, I was like, oh, he mad. Oops, my B homie. And I believe that I instead just changed the subject to pretty nice.
yeah, you did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that
So,
was the coping mechanism of the day.
I was also highly unmedicated that day. Like, highly unmedicated.
Yeah.
No, I think my biggest crash out, because, like, I've had a few, like, crash outs where it's been like, but I'm also, like, that's who I am as a person. That's how I express my anger.
Yeah, you're more explosive.
I am definitely more explosive. I think my I also blocked a lot of memories out.
I do that
But
too.
one of my bigger ones I can remember when I was in high school. Rosemary and I were playing door games, which we were not allowed to play, and we played it with the front door. And my mom's house, when you walk up into the porch. So, a little visual for my mom's house. You walk up these little stairs, and there's a porch, and it used to be just a porch with like what is that called? Like mesh around it.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's got like actual window panes in it, or maybe it had window panes. Now I can't remember. Anyway, it's fine. It's a porch. And Rosemary and I were playing with the front door, which has like 4 or 6 panes of glass. And I was telling her to unlock the door, and I was getting pissed off. And I took the butt of my hand and I slammed it against the door. And I was like, "Let me in," or "Unlock the door," or whatever I said. And I was getting pissed.
Mm-hmm.
And I had uncontrolled anger at this point. Anyway, I didn't mean to, but I took my hand and I slammed it against the window, and it shattered the window open.
I'm sure Patricia loved that.
Well, keep in mind what time of my life this was.
Yep.
No.
No, she did
not. Because this was also following me breaking a mirror.
Ooh.
Like a week or so prior. But that was that was probably my earliest like crash out. Was just I was so angry that I did that. A lot of mine, and we're gonna get real for a second here, everybody. Just like bear with. I used to, and I don't anymore. I am officially. This is actually just so I can update you too. I'm officially. I don't want to call Justin. I just want to type in the words that I'm typing, please. SOB. Okay. I am officially 400 days self-harm free, which is awesome. I don't really talk about it a whole lot because it's just not something that I feel like I need to share. But Justin knows all about it because I would call him crying about when I gave myself little itty bitty baby concussions. Because I used to self-harm by smacking my head. So getting super real, I do struggle with mental health. If it's not completely obvious in everything that I do in my life always, I'm deflecting because I'm uncomfortable. So anyway, I had some trouble with that. And there was something that happened here at the house that I crashed, or maybe it was Maliaka, but I crashed out about. Like I came home, it was a day at school that I'll get into in a moment. And I'd gotten so much feedback from people and so many people telling me that I was doing something wrong, or which I wasn't, or, doing things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. I had 2 kids that slept in my class, and a teacher, she who shall not be named, called my admin to tell my admin, the principal and vice principal, that I was not allowing the kids to leave. They still had like 10 minutes with me and they were exhausted. They'd had like really whatever happened.
You also were a first-year teacher.
I was also a first-year teacher. And also, I'm never going to stop a kid from sleeping in class. I'll be very honest. As a person, I'm not like, if they're doing it to avoid work, okay, they'll make up the work later, like it's not life or death. The only time I'm not going to allow them to sleep is if like it's a fire drill or a fire or like an emergency.
The only caveat that I have to that is literally like, if I'm in the middle of teaching and you're falling asleep, well then get up and take a walk. Like I don't mind taking.
My kids are 10.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm high school student.
That's like school, so it's, and that's where it's kind of hard too. Is like, I because I teach younger kids, like I'm like whatever, sleep through it. But I was also a resource room, so it's like
Yeah.
I kind of need them to not. It's a whole thing. Also, first year teacher, fresh out of
First year
college,
teacher.
fresh off of COVID. Like all of these things are happening.
Yeah.
But irregardless of that, which is not a word, and I'm so sorry. But regardless, she called my admin. My admin called me, and I was like, "Hello, how are you? It's Miss Corkins." And they were like, "You have 2 kids sleeping in your room," and I was like, "Yes, I do. This is the situation. I have a timer set. They have 5 minutes left, and then I'm taking them back to class. They both know, like, they got all their work done. Blah blah blah." And I explained that I already emailed parents to let them know, like, "Hey, so they might not be sleeping well." Blah blah blah. This fucking teacher, I watch her walk past my room. So she's now left her class alone to go do this action with the ed tech that was in there leading reading. She walks across the school to my special ed director to tattle on me about me leaving these 2 kids asleep, saying that, like, I am refusing them going back to general education, like, learning. I never called her or let her know. I emailed her twice, I texted her, and I called her. She never responded to any of it. That's on you, homie. Anyway, all that had happened. After school, I had to call a parent because of a situation on the playground that I didn't know anything about. But because I was her special ed teacher, I had to call for some reason. I don't know why the lead teacher didn't, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
So I called the parent. She screamed at me. I called another parent because a kid hadn't been at school all week. Like, it was just like thing after thing. So I'm exhausted. I'm overstimulated, everything. I get home and Connor is, saying, "I need to do dishes, and can you do this? And we need to do laundry, and we got to clean, and we got to just constant." And I kind of lost it. And I went into the room and I slammed the door shut. And I slammed the door shut. I didn't punch a wall, but I almost did. I threw pillows around, like I just screamed into pillows. And then I hit my head so hard because it was just like, it was just so much in my head and so many voices.
Yep.
And that's when I called Gavin. And I was like, "Hey, bestie, I need a session." Or many. But that was I think that was truly my biggest crash out.
Yeah.
I wrote in my notes app repeatedly. I wrote a whole thing of like what I was feeling in like this really poetic way. Not a great way to handle that situation. I'm now out of that school and I haven't really had a crash out like that since.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, but man, woof.
Yeah.
That was a rough one. That was a rough one.
Yeah, that was, yeah. I remember that. I do think most of like my crash outs, if they are violent, it's usually a controlled violence for me. Like, I remember when we went to the apartment at, I don't remember which apartment, but the one that had, the landlord who didn't want us because of what our neighbors upstairs said, that we were the partiers, or I was the partying group.
I will never forgive. What's her name?
Debbie? Was it Debbie?
Oh my God, we finally forgot her name.
Forgot her name.
We're healing.
We're forgetful.
Elizabeth?
No, it wasn't Elizabeth. It was something quick because I could say a certain word and her name very quick.
Started with a B.
I feel like it was a D. I feel like it was Debbie.
I'm gonna look. Keep going.
Anyways.
I've never deleted an email, so keep going.
Same. But I remember like when we got that text, or when you texted me saying that we got denied because of this, and I was like, "That's weird."
Forwarded you the email.
You forwarded me the email, so I responded to her, and I was like, "So you're taking this person's word over my word, even though my word's the correct word," and and I'm a big, for anybody who doesn't know, my word is what I have. I cannot, like, if I am using whatever my word is, I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to waste my breath on trying to tell you lies. What I say is what I mean. And
Bonnie.
If I don't, Bonnie, yes. But if I don't say it, then that's not, like, don't overthink it. I'm a very, very simple person when it comes down to what I'm trying to tell you. And the fact of, like, she was taking the word of somebody who was lying to her and giving them an apartment, but not willing to listen to what I was saying, that lit me up. I was so mad. And I remember I asked my professor, because I was in class at the time, I asked my professor to leave class for a couple minutes, and he didn't like the idea of me leaving, but I'm an adult, I'm going to leave and take my moment.
Yeah.
And so I left, and I went down to the FRC, and I went under. There's a little like under place at the FRC, which is the gym at Farmington. And I threw rocks at a wall. Like I was like, I'm so like I need to get rid of this feeling, this frustration. And like, yeah, it's not a great way to deal with it, but from a health teacher standpoint, here you go, some actual health backing, scientific backing
Oh my
here.
gosh.
Definition of emotional health is expressing your emotions appropriate, non-destructively, and positively. If you are able to do that, you are expressing your emotions in appropriate ways, then you are doing what
Yeah,
needs to be done for your own mental health.
not inappropriate way.
No.
Inappropriate way, not inappropriate way.
Now, to be fair, it was a little destructive throwing rocks at a wall, but it's not like I was like actually making any damage.
Right.
It's the same concept of going to the gym and punching a punching bag. It's violent, yes, but you're getting the frustration out.
Not me going to the gym recently just to do that. Speaking
It
of
works.
which,
It works.
I want to say to all of you in my life who have said things like, when you go to a gym, you also need cardio. And I was like, no. You were
It's
right.
me. Hello.
It's just Justin, actually. But cute Justin. I started my gym journey, but I've actually been going pretty regularly with Pilates and stuff. Great way to get out some anger, and it also just helps me clear my head.
Yes.
And when I was talking about it with Emma, my current therapist, and we were talking about like, because I was doing the self-harm and blah blah blah, like ways that I can I just tried to sit and I almost tipped myself backwards.
Oh, that would have been so funny.
That would have been great,
had to clip
except for the shorts I'm wearing would have revealed my whole ass. So, like, not that they're like not appropriate shorts, it's just the way that I'm sitting. They're like cloth shorts, and they're great if I'm standing up, not so great if I'm tipped backwards,
Yeah.
We would have had to like put a sticker over it or something.
Be that do with the blue and red screen thing. Technical difficulties.
We'd have to have K edit that one.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Anyway, so I was talking to Emma about it, and I was like, I go to the gym because she's asking me like, what do I do for anger management? I was like, I go to the gym and I like work out really hard. And she goes, how sore are you after a gym? And I was like, oh, I'm so sore, but you want to be. And she was like, no, you don't want to be like in pain. You want to be like, oh, my muscles have been worked.
Yeah.
And that was a really good turning point for me to be like, oh, never mind, whatever. And I kept going like that, and I was just burning myself, and I hated the gym. And now that I'm going in like a positive way, Connor and I are going because we want to better ourselves.
Yeah.
We both set goals for ourselves and for each other. And one of my goals is like cooking and stuff like that. And that's helping my anger because I can roughly chop something, or I can cook, and like I can just get out some frustrations on some carrots or meat or whatever.
So you also enjoy cooking, typically.
Exactly. And that was kind of what we had talked about, was like find something you enjoy that you can like get some stress out, but you also enjoy doing it. So it just changes that mindset.
Yeah.
She also told me to name your anger something silly. So like whatever I'm angry at, I call Bartholomew. Not Bartholomew, Bartholomew.
Yeah.
It's only happened a couple times that I've been able to use it, but it does work. It does.
It gives it a name, and now you're like, oh, well, that's,
I can't be mad at Bartholomew.
Yeah.
That man is a sick Victorian child. I can't be angry with him. He's dying of a
child.
cold,
It's a mule, Jasmine. It's a mule.
Bartholomew.
It's
He's
a mule.
Of a common cold. Anyway. Hey, so quick thing.
We just talked about crashouts for 20 minutes, by the way.
Yeah. Well, did you know that apparently tomorrow was the Rapture?
I did not.
Did you have that in your calendar?
No.
So I didn't know. And then I got sent, or not sent. I saw one video on my TikTok page and I was like, I have to look this up. I'm so confused. Apparently, so day of recording, it's 9/22. Happy first day of fall. Okay.
I'm a summer person. I don't know what you want from me.
I know. I'm a fall person. You are not a campfire and s'mores person?
I want summer nights and nothing like responsibilities throughout the day.
Yeah, you're so right. You're so right. That's fair. Never mind. I take it back, but I still love fall. So happy first day of fall. Apparently tomorrow there's some sort of eclipse. It's also, just for knowledge's sake, it also does happen to fall on Rosh Hashanah, which I feel like is a great way for some people to completely ignore the Jewish holiday. But that's a besides the point thing. Apparently, all over what is known as Christian TikTok, they're talking about the rapture and like how to prepare yourselves. And apparently, a bunch of people like are talking about standing outside all day Tuesday because their ceilings may stop them from being raptured.
It's not how that works.
So they're gonna stand on the. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how it works.
Oh, I could tell you. I could tell you.
Have you been raptured before?
No, I grew up in a Christian household. Like,
I did not. So you've met my family. So yeah, no, it's a big thing. Apparently, tomorrow there's an eclipse of some sort, and they think that it's the rapture, and that a bunch of them are paying a ton of money to keep their dogs kenneled for like monthly payments, so that when they are raptured, their pets are cared for. And I'm like, so you think the people that are taking care of your pets are not being raptured? Do you want to leave your pets with them? Like, what? Make it make sense, you know?
okay,
So
3 things. 1,
yeah, for sure.
any animal goes to heaven. Okay.
I'd like
No.
to introduce you to crocodiles, spiders,
Okay, that's an insect.
snakes.
That doesn't count.
I like snakes. I think that snakes go to heaven.
Anyways, any pet type, like a dog, a cat, that kind of animal, will go to
That's
heaven.
pets.
That's just a general known fact, okay? Secondly, the rapture
There's
is
actually
not
a whole movie about that.
Exactly. It's scientifically proven. So anyways, secondly,
Yeah. Yes.
I'm actually flabbergasted by I
The
shouldn't
stupidity
be.
of mankind.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But I'm a little flabbergasted by those Christian folk. I need you to look at me. Those Christian folk.
Yeah.
Because if you're a Christian, just with basic knowledge like myself, you know that the rapture is not a physical taking of your body. Your body stays, your soul goes.
Yeah.
So there's no ceiling that'll stop you from going. It's not like God's like, all right, everybody come to Papa, and then your soul gets trapped because you have a tin roof. That's not how that works.
Come to Daddy!
That's just not how that works.
Well, and a bunch of parents were telling, there's like a bunch of videos where parents are telling their kids, like, I've loved being your mama and I hope to see you up in heaven. Homie, that's your 4-year-old. Don't say I hope to see you in heaven. Say something much better than that. But like, what a weird thing.
That's
All right.
crazy.
Now, this is from
Third
a very
thing, hang on,
trusted
time
news-
out.
Oh,
Third thing. Yeah,
please go.
Third thing. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Continue.
If
I'm ready for this.
So, if there was, sorry.
You know, when you have a dream,
I actually don't remember what I was gonna say.
the rapture, the dogs being kenneled.
Yeah, that was already. Yeah, they're going to heaven.
Yes.
Da,
Okay.
da, da, boop-a-doop-a-doo. Yeah, it's gone. Whatever. Move on.
Oh, okay.
What'd you have to add?
Well, so I'm looking it up right now because I'm curious what it has to say. Just please stop. Stop.
From our
Stop.
groundbreaking
Okay.
news, our groundbreaking news.
Stop. Bullying. Okay. So this is called Rapture Talk. Like Rapture TikTok.
Mhm.
There's a woman that did advice
That's
for
where we
people
get
left
our
behind.
groundbreaking news.
Yes. Apparently, it was a South African preacher who said the world was coming to an end tomorrow. Did you know that? I didn't know that. And me without my canned goods.
How would somebody know? You can't know. Like, it's not something you could plan out for. It's not like you can buy,
of course,
freaking
Justin.
hotels
No,
for. Like,
of course. Well, no, you have to stand outside, Justin. Your physical
you're
body
right.
is
The
coming
tin
home to
roof
Daddy.
will stop you
Um,
going to Daddy.
Pastor Joshua. Oh God, we're gonna get
Papa.
Papa, I'm coming. So the viral prophecy
Ozzy went
kicked
so
off
we can
social-
hear his theme. Mama, I'm coming home. Sorry, Ozzy. Oh, we're not being
So-
Rapture.
We're not being Rasputin, guys. We're not being
We're not
Rapture.
being raspberried.
One of us probably will be. The other of us is not going to be, I don't think.
Holy. My goodness.
So, dubbed Rapture Talk on TikTok, some believers look forward to the long-awaited joyous day. Religious leaders weigh in with either proof or skepticism, and non-believers make fun of the whole thing. Yeah.
See, I'm not even making fun. I'm making fun of the people who believe that they have to stand outside because they're getting a physical body in heaven. That's just not how that works.
Yes. So,
you know what? I found my other crash out.
The pastor, Joshua Michaela, said September 9th. Oh, apparently this has been a thing. Whether you are ready or not ready, the rapture is in 14 days from now. I'm 1,000,000,000% sure. Hey, you know what always convinces me is when grown adults say things like, I'm 1,000,000,000%.
Give me your scientific
like
proof. That's what I'm looking for.
So, pastor and author Vladimir Havchuk told his 2.9 million subscribers, hey, here's the thing. I don't think as a pastor you should have that million people as subscribers. Because I feel that, and this is maybe just me, I feel that you are doing this for
clout.
I feel that you're not doing it for like, hey, I'm a pastor who wants to share the word of God. I'm doing it so like, I don't know. I get weird vibes from social media pastors. I'm gonna be honest.
Just in general, social media is proven to be a toxic location for anybody to be.
Yeah.
So for a pastor who's supposed to be this, there's a word. It's not holier than thou because it's not that kind of mentality, but like that's the kind of thing that they should be, is above the standard. Like that's wild for you to even really be on social media in terms of like having that many followers.
The original pastor, very firm in his position. And I quote, I saw Jesus sitting on the throne. I could hear him very loud and clear saying, I am coming soon. He said, the pastor said, he said to me on the 23rd and 24th of September 2025, I will come back to the earth. Now, I think, this is going to get me so far canceled. I think that if
I'm part of
Jesus
this, don't cancel us.
No, it's fine. I think that if Jesus does come back, it's to slap us around a little.
Oh, more than likely, yes.
He's not taking us with him.
He's giving us a swift kick.
Yell at us.
A swift. Daddy is coming to yell. That's what's happening.
Please do not refer to Jesus as Daddy, Justin.
No, have you seen those TikToks? This is 100. Clear this up right now. This is 100% a freaking meme. I don't know. But there is a TikTok thing about It's basically a global pastor thing, where it's like this mega church, and it's a guy that's just kind of goofy about it. But he says, and this is something that they do, but anything that they do when it comes to talking about like God or Jesus or anything like that, it's always Daddy God or Daddy Jesus or that kind of thing. So this is a meme. This is 100% a meme. I'm joking. I do not use that.
God, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at all the.
I can't get like, what kind of roof is gonna hold in a soul? Like,
well, Justin, it's your physical body. It gets stuck on the roof and it just thumps against it a little bit.
Yes.
And then your children, who apparently aren't going with you,
are gonna see that.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Ah, damn it, Tad got stuck. Someone opened the chimney." So
put him in the attic.
Somebody posted this video, and I don't know the reality of it, but somebody posted a video of the rapture is coming, and I think it's from a movie, but it's a truck driving with a bunch of blow-up sex dolls. They're tied to one of them filled with helium.
Oh, jeez. Oh my goodness.
And this woman has a car that says, I break for the rapture. And she gets out thinking it's true.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, big day tomorrow. Guys. And then I saw a bunch of people in comments, and this was really what I loved, was the comments of a bunch of people being like, They scheduled me for a 10-hour shift on the Rapture. Can I change my schedule?
That was my next question.
Um,
For you, if you knew when the rapture was happening, would you go to work?
Homie, I'm not getting raptured.
No,
Let's clear this up
just
right now.
like hypothetical world.
No, I know.
Hypothetical world.
Yeah, no.
If
I'm
you
going to
knew that
work.
this thing,
I'm
you're gonna
going
go
to
to
work.
work.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think I would. If I could plan it out, I
so
don't think I would. There are
I
so many
listen.
Discord things. I apologize. I didn't turn off my
No,
notifications.
that's
So
fine. Are you getting notifications from the
no,
from
it's
our
from
group?
when somebody gets on. Actually, it's Steam. It's not even Discord. It's when
Yeah,
some
it's
like
Steam.
pops up and they're playing
Yeah.
a game. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I had to put my camera recording one on this screen and have
mm,
my Steam notifications because I made this my
your
left one is my main screen.
primary
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
my primordial. Yes.
Primordial.
Um.
Yes. Yep. Yep. Optimus
So
Prime.
no, I think
That was funny.
I don't know that we've ever really talked about that. That was funny. I don't super believe in the rapture. If I'm being honest, I have. I also didn't grow up in a religious household, and I never really like studied and or like looked into any of it. But
Yeah.
it's just now that I know it's souls and not bodies, I could probably believe a little bit more. Because I'm going to be honest, I always thought the rapture was people's bodies going.
Oh. Yeah. No.
Because again, I wasn't, I was raised with
Yeah.
memes of the rapture of like you wake up one day and you're the only one home and it's just people's clothes around because you don't go
Right.
to the rapture in your best Sunday dress. You get taken to God naked, I guess, which is
You
weird,
come
by the
into this
way.
world butt naked. You go back butt naked.
Which, by the way, we should fix. You should not be coming anywhere butt naked. You should come out with clothes on. I'm just saying we
You
could
should be
evolve
in a
to
suit
that.
and tie.
You should be in your Sunday best. I'm just saying. Anyway, so the rapture's happening tomorrow. Justin, on Rapture Eve, what are you up to?
You see it. Podcasting. That's the
Man,
way to
if
do
this
it
is
right
how
there.
we go, if this is how we go,
They're
I'm
not
gonna
even
be
gonna see
so mad.
this. They're not even gonna see this.
Hey, I gotta tell you, some of our people are probably gonna.
Fair point.
Most of our people will not. Because
I will also.
they're
I
probably
also want to
going
make the point. Just a little side note.
Yeah.
When you do, and this is something I learned a couple years ago.
Yes.
When you do go to heaven, you're not you. Like you are. Your soul is you. But when you go to heaven, it's more of a like. It's more of a vibe. It's like a vibe check. You vibe check everybody. You get up to heaven, and you got one sparkly light, and you come to this another sparkly light. This is the way at least I envision it. And you kind of vibe check each other. Do I know you? Do I have any connection to you?
Gonna be
Anything
honest,
like that.
I just assume we're all in sweatpants and eating to our heart's content. I'm
So-
gonna be honest with you.
So what I always thought when I was a kid was we all like, they would explain it. They'd say, there's this streets of gold and all these castles, all these things, you get your own space.
Which is crazy. Heaven is kind of crazy to be described as like this really luxurious, rich millionaire's wet dream. Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought of it as that. And then, you
Yeah.
had your physical body, and then I like learned about it's the soul, and I was like, oh, okay, your soul goes up, but it's still a physical shape. But then I just like, it's obviously like there's no way to actually know. Scientifically, there's no backing to it, which I understand.
What with that whole you have to be dead to get there thing?
Right. But like if you're gonna choose to believe in something, then do you. There's everybody has their ability, right? They have their not ability. Everybody has their choice to believe in what it is.
Yeah.
Which is weird that I'm having this conversation because I started the school day talking about belief as well. We talked about self-esteem today.
Oh my god, I just wrote an IEP goal for self-esteem. That's great. Whoa, kismet.
Weird.
Also, we're both wearing
What'd you
green
just
today,
say?
which is kismet. It's not the word I meant.
I don't even know what kismet means.
Kismet, kismet. It means like
Great.
meant to be.
It could have been tomato. I still wouldn't have known.
Well, you know what tomato means.
I'm gonna show you what tomato means. It's a fruit.
Okay. Kismet just means like meant to be. Like if something is meant to happen, it's kismet.
Speaking of what we're wearing, you're wearing green. I'm wearing our merch.
I'm not.
Because I'm a supporter. Guys. I'm a supporter of this podcast.
Not you hiding your face. Speaking of which, did you see what California did today?
No.
It's good. I kind of think it's great, actually. And everyone who's watched knows my stance on this, so we won't have to say it. California, Gavin Newsom, who is an insane human being, that's their governor. I'm really not sure what he is.
Probably
no, not a mayor. I think it's governor, because mayor is of a city, governor is of a state, right? Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
or
because Jaden was okay.
representative.
Yeah, no, he's a governor. So he's insane, this man.
Okay.
But he is standing up for his people. He has, in the state of California, passed a bill that law enforcement agencies, including ICE, cannot have face coverings while performing their official duties and must have identification because so many people are being abducted and taken to non-disclosed locations by people in street clothes. Why is someone in jeans and a flannel abducting this child off the street? That's
I'm pretty
crazy.
sure it's a law that
Put them down. It is, but do
like,
you know who's going to stop them, Justin?
yeah, I know.
Not a goddamn thing. Nothing
Yeah.
is going to stop them because they're the law. Like,
Right.
that's.
Anyway.
So I saw that.
Any Hoosier. So merch. Go get your merch at at thesoccerking1239.com. Go to the merch tab, go to Fourth Wall, go get what you want, and then pay because we're broke and we need more money. More, please.
My Venmo is actually.
Where can they find you though, Jasmine?
Oh my god, has it been an hour already?
It's
Holy
51
crap.
minutes, but
They can find me over at Asminsta. I just streamed on TikTok, and a
She did.
ton of you joined my Minecraft stream. Love you all so much. I don't remember the guy's name, but gave me gifts. That was crazy. I was not expecting that. For a Minecraft stream. Anyway, Asminsta, 1721 on
some things.
Instagram, and then Asminsta on TikTok, or flip those around. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. Also Twitch, I don't stream there, but you're welcome to follow me or shoot me a thing and I'll follow you, potentially. And you can follow the show at No Impulse Control on all your socials that matter. Not that I post much, but I should probably start doing that again. Holidays are coming up. I'll start streaming out the posts for that. And like Justin just said, merch is over at thesoccerking1239.com. Over to that third tab, that is the podcast. Drop it down to Fourth Wall. Click on that link. Go over to the second tab. No Impulse Controls podcast merch. Also, you can get Justin's merch over at the first section of the Fourth Wall stuff. Thesoccerking1239.com.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah, you can find me, maybe, at the Sucker King 1239 on some things, and most things are TSK 1239. You also might want to make sure you're subscribed to TSK and to the show, because if you're not, how dare you? And we've been at 49 for way too long, subscribers-wise on YouTube, and I think we're at 25 on Spotify.
I know a couple of you who are listening and are not subscribed yet.
Factual statement.
Not both of us doing the same.
But yeah, so go subscribe. There is going to be videos at least for the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Well, one this past Wednesday, and then one next Wednesday as this is being posted. So it'll be my video
we
on
post
Wednesday.
On Sunday.
Jasmine.
Oh, for your own channel. I'm an idiot.
We're good. Stop. Welcome.
We're good. I'm gonna go watch Rapture talk. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, so go follow that stuff. TSK 1239, and if you like the show, do please subscribe because it is. We really enjoy doing the show for you guys, and we appreciate you. We do. And also getting Antonio to message us at, what was it, 9 o'clock this morning, talking about our most recent podcast. And yeah, I
can't wait for that to become a soundboard.
It's gonna be great. No, it's not. It's actually gonna be really annoying. But anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.